Hey friend. Let me ask you something. Have you ever had that feeling? You know exactly what you should be doing. You even want to do it. But you just can't start. It feels like there's this invisible wall. Your mind says, yes, but your body and your will just say, nope. It's frustrating, right? Like your own brain is working against you. We often wait for motivation to strike. We think we need that burst of energy, that sudden urge to get going. But what happens when it never comes? Or when it fades away after just a few minutes? You end up feeling stuck. You feel guilty. You might even start to believe you're lazy or not cut out for the things you want to achieve. But that's not true. What if I told you there's a way around this? A way to move forward, to build momentum, even when motivation is nowhere to be found. It's not about forcing yourself. It's about understanding how your mind actually works. Motivation is like a spark. It can ignite something, but it doesn't keep the fire burning on its own. It's emotional, it's fleeting, and it's unreliable. Relying solely on motivation is like trying to power your whole life with lightning strikes. Think about it. Some days you wake up feeling ready to conquer the world. Other days, getting out of bed feels like a monumental task. That's motivation at play. It's tied to your mood, your energy levels, even the weather. You can't build a consistent life, pursue big dreams, or make real progress if you're only acting when you feel like it. Life's most valuable achievements come from showing up, day after day, even when it's hard. So, if motivation isn't the answer, what is? How do you push past that resistance? How do you hack your mind when it feels weak or unwilling? This is where the real magic happens. Instead of waiting for the feeling of wanting to do the big thing, focus on doing the tiniest possible version of it. We're talking ridiculously small steps. Want to start exercising? Don't aim for a 60-minute workout. Just put on your running shoes. That's it. That's the win for that moment. Need to study for an exam? Don't think about the whole chapter. Just open the textbook to the right page. One page. That's the goal. Have a messy room? Don't look at the whole disaster. Just pick up one thing and put it away. One single item. This isn't about being lazy. It's about lowering the barrier to entry so much that your mind can't say no. It bypasses that internal resistance that flares up when you think about the whole daunting task. When you complete that tiny action, putting on the shoes, opening the book, picking up one item, something shifts. You've created a tiny bit of momentum. You've proven to yourself that you can start. Often, once you start, the next step feels a little easier. Maybe you walk out the door in your shoes. Maybe you read the first paragraph. Maybe you pick up a second item. You're not relying on a surge of motivation. You're using action to create momentum, and momentum often leads to motivation. It's a reverse-engineered approach. Action first, feeling second. This is hacking your mind. You're not fighting its weakness. You're working with its tendency towards the path of least resistance. You make the first step so easy, it becomes the path of least resistance. Beyond tiny actions, there's a deeper hack. It's about who you believe you are. Instead of saying, I need to become someone who exercises, start acting like you already are that person, even in the smallest ways. Someone who exercises puts on their shoes. Someone who studies opens their book. Someone who is organized puts one thing away. Every tiny action isn't just a task completed, it's a vote for the person you want to become. With each small step, you reinforce that new identity. You're not just doing a task, you're living out a belief about yourself. This is incredibly powerful because it shifts the focus from a temporary feeling, motivation, to a core belief, identity. An identity is a much stronger, more consistent driver of behavior. To make this work consistently, you need a system. Don't just rely on remembering to take tiny steps. Build them into your day. Maybe it's setting out your workout clothes the night before. Maybe it's having your study materials ready on your desk. Maybe it's dedicating just 2 minutes each morning to tidying one small area. These aren't huge commitments. They are small, repeatable actions that build into habits. And habits are the ultimate way to bypass the need for motivation. They become automatic. Think about brushing your teeth. You don't need motivation to do that, right? It's a habit. You want to make the things that matter just as automatic. Here's another crucial part of the hack. Let go of perfectionism. Your tiny action doesn't have to be perfect. Putting on your shoes doesn't mean you have to run a marathon. Opening the book doesn't mean you have to understand everything immediately. The goal is simply to start, to break the inertia, to take one small step forward. Some days that one step is all you'll manage, and that is perfectly okay. It's still progress. It's still a vote for your desired identity. Don't let the idea of doing it perfectly stop you from doing it at all. Good enough is often more than enough to get the ball rolling. So, what's one thing you've been putting off? What's something you know you should do, but you've been waiting for motivation? Identify that one thing. Now, break it down into the absolute smallest, most ridiculous first step. What's the tiny action you can take right now, or the very next time the opportunity arises? Focus only on that tiny step. Don't think about the whole journey. Just think about that one single, easy action. This isn't about willpower. It's about strategy. It's about being smart with how you approach resistance. It's about building a bridge of tiny actions across the gap where motivation used to be. If you're finding value in this idea, if it's sparking something in you, please consider subscribing to Daily Positivity. We're all about finding practical ways to live a more positive and fulfilling life, one small step at a time. I'd love to hear what tiny action you're going to take. What's that one small step you're committing to, even without motivation? Share it in the comments below. Let's build this community of action takers together. Your idea might inspire someone else. Remember, you are not lazy. You are not fundamentally flawed. You just needed a different approach. You needed a hack. Start small. Build momentum. Vote for your identity. Create your system. And be kind to yourself along the way. You have the power to move forward, right here, right now, one tiny action at a time. You don't need motivation to start. You just need to start.